Bans come through. We don't really need to talk about them. It's jungle focus on the D+ side, and then we have some supports.
Genectin.
The other side. Genectin? Genectin's fantastic.
It's great.
What are you talking about? It's brilliant. Are there only good names that, like, if you JFI them? Oh my goodness.
Jasante?
Jasante? Love it.
Yeah, the harder it seems, the better it actually ends up being.
Jasante just sounds like Casante's little sister.
That's cute.
Jejwani, gonna be that
oh,
that's
no, I've got it.
Awkward one. Jone?
Drundle.
Drundle is a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
As Korea is going to try his hand at the Thresh once again. Hasn't necessarily had a whole lot of success on this one in the past. But to say, be proud of me as I have just saved my career. As okay, there is, speaking of career, he is looking to try and lock down a kill here as Namgung has to flash. The flash forward from Smash is not going to get it done, but does at least get the flash out of Lulu. Teddy's charged up on this wave though, and the barrier has to be used here. Sever him as well to get a little bit of health back, but now Lucid makes his way down. The hook needed one more chain in it, as Lucid is just going to tidy up these kills. The barrier is there, but I don't even know whether Teddy should have used it, as meanwhile, on the top side, Xiu with a very cute play there is just going to get nullified entirely. That was a very cute time to get stunned with the permafrost, but is ultimately going to go down. But a 2-for-1 on both sides of the map. Great bait, boys. And CV Max also pretty happy with how it's going.
Yone is struggling in lane. Bot lane is ahead because they got this. Now.
Oh, goodness me. They have no flashes! As Korea is going to tank one more shot, Smash is going to take the next one, and Lucid is able to get himself out. Namgung just realizes he's supporting no one.
He survives, but maybe it's a scenario where they can get a trade kill. They have to invest a bit more, take an extra tower hit, so...
Well, I think Xiu's dead again, as we've just got guaranteed kills on both sides of the map for both teams. By the way, production is still just listing J champion names. Frustrating.
Justing.
We are jesting right now. Showmaker does have to flash to get out of the way of the ulti from Loki, the wraparound from Gideon. But Teddy does have flash, so does Namgung. So this could be a more difficult dive. Smash, pretty far up here, does get hit by the Arctic Assault, does need to take the Lantern to get out, and Lucid...
Yeah, I mean, it's Gideon. Gideon grubs.
True.
Gideon drubs.
Gideon drubs, exactly right, that's what I was thinking. As there's a knock-up on Career as well, as Gideon looking for another angle here, as Lucid gets a nice double knock-up. Xiu makes his way down, and Gideon is just dead to start this one off. Cataclysm comes on through as Casting tries to keep himself alive, and Lucid somehow survives through it all. Still, Loki is able to get at least one back, but it's only onto the support, and Showmaker just drifts on by to collect a triple kill. And I have a feeling the game might be Jova.
Nice!
Oh, Jiri is so excited about that one.
Jaisa, indeed.
Oh my god, that is so
It is absolutely adorable.
It's huge.
All right, well, we've also got a little bit of damage towards Smash here as Teddy just flashes on top of him. The Moonlight Vigil does come down, but it's not enough damage. And that is just Teddy wiping the floor with Smash. Hook is going to connect here onto Gideon, but it looks like that's what he kind of wanted as the pros outnumber them. There's the knockup, but it's a polymorph to come on through. Teddy will finally go down as the Cataclysm is invested. And Namgung is just dead. It's just another kill over to Showmaker, who drifts on through and collects his kill. Send the message to say, make more skins that are this awesome.
You know, there's always the glasses going up again. There's always those skins. There's obviously like the cool, really like, you know,
like the edgy skins.
Yes, the edgy
cool
skins. That's the right word. But just the goofy ones, just up so peak.
Yep. As Gideon also able to take the Gromp away. Unfortunately,
it's so big!
His life might be taken away as well. However, they do just make their way out. Looks like Gideon is going to survive. As Casting's overheated here towards the top side. Xiu goes to the skies. The Equalizer avoided here. As he goes into range form, Shock Blast is going to miss. And I still think that Casting's in a very awkward spot. Speaking of awkward spots, Teddy and Namgung finding themselves on the wrong side of this one as Showmaker just drifts his way in once again. Doesn't find the charm that is able to very comfortably take down Teddy for his 5th kill of the game. Well, there's a teleport in. They're looking to try and get this shutdown gold from Showmaker, who just spirit rushes away. He does have a blast cone here as well, as there is a fight on the other side, and Showmaker is heading over there. That is going to be the Glacial Prison coming down, but it's a flash hook from Korea to lock the kill down for Smash. Now Loki looking for a bit of an angle, gets a nice little knock up, but I just don't think they can commit to this without their jungler here. Slurkle comes on through as Korea gets himself a little bit of a shield. Yeah, maybe it's not. I think Showmaker is the obvious POM, but maybe Korea is the thinking man's POM. That is going to be a dragon against the flow of play here, as Lucid is going to take the Herald exit. Decent wild growth, but unfortunately there's no follow-up, and Teddy just dies as the Rift Herald rides over the top of them. Down goes Gideon as well. The Equalizer is not able to do enough at all, and the ulti from Loki does next to nothing as well. Showmaker just dancing around the battlefield, reset after reset, and that is a clean ace out of overloading the top side of the map and foregoing bottom lane, as there's the ulti from Loki, but it's going to be interrupted there by Lucid. Needs to flash the Charm. Look at the Baron's health bar. It is just evaporating. Charm is going to connect there as Gideon just takes half of his health bar, and the Baron is just gone. Nothing.
And Ari is obviously not easy to get, but they need to start something.
Oh, Charm isn't quite going to work here, as the Glacial Prison did fly on forward. Showmaker wanting to protect that book.
Engage back.
Well, they're still going to look for it.
And there you go.
Yeah, Showmaker just walks his way out. Does have to use the ulti, I guess. Does have another charge on that one, but they are still sieging here as Shiu just dives on in. They're going to look to separate the Jace from the fight, but Gideon's also looking to get separated from Summoner's Rift right now, as the first Nexus turret will be going down. Smash with Gravitum in hand, as well as that Infernum. These ultis will be very scary. But Teddy now looking to try and find a little bit of an angle. They're looking to take down Smash. They will be able to do so, but the Yanara is traded for it. Gideon goes down as well as Shiu just flashes out of the way. Showmaker not a whole lot of mana right now, but I don't think he's too worried about it. It's casting on his last legs in this one. Still, without Lucid and without Smash, I think this siege is over, although... And the Nexus turrets aren't going to be up for another minute and a half as well, as Gideon just throws the Glacial Prison to Narnia. Lucid goes in, looks for a bit of an angle, but Loki is separated. And there is the Cataclysm to lock them all down. Down goes Gideon. The Equalizer placement was decent there from casting, but unfortunately, it just does not do enough. And D+ Kia with an absolute slaughter here in game number 2 will take down the Nexus for a 2-0.